Let me begin with this episode a little differently. I am not having a question and with no bold claim for this particular episode, but I am with a confession. I have told myself this many times. Just one episode and watch it later, and somehow that one episode quietly turns into 3 and then 4. And suddenly when I look at the clock and it past midnight, my brain knows I should stop. My body feels tired, but my finger still clicks the next episode, rather waiting for the autoplay next episode. And now here is the important part. This is not because I lack discipline. This is not because I am addicted to screen. This is because what I am watching is not just entertainment. It is designed engagement. Web series today are not written only by storytellers. They are engineered by people who deeply understand human psychology, attention, emotion, and human behavior. Hello everyone, this is Uday Kumar Shivagurunadan, founder of Drive&Tell. I hope you are all feeling very great today. And here is what it's become interesting for all of us, because the same psychological nudges used by Netflix, Amazon Prime and Hotstar are the same nudges we use in UX design, in products, applications, platforms and business experiences. We are going to break this down slowly. How web series nudge user psychology, why they keep us engaged for hours, how this maps directly into UX principles, and finally how any commercial product like SaaS, FinTech, EdTech, D2C, enterprise tools can recreate the same feeling ethically and intentionally. Let me say this very clearly. They binge watch because the experience is incomplete. The human brain hates finished things. It hates uncertainty, open endings, half answers. There is a psychological principle behind this. It is called the Zeigarnik effect. Our brain remembers unfinished tasks far more strongly than finished ones. And web series are designed as one long unfinished task. How many of you are agreeing with me? Every episode ends not when the story is complete, but when curiosity is at its peak. Something is revealed but not explained. A character makes a decision but the consequence is delayed. Our brain gets stuck in one loop. I need to know what happens next. Netflix doesn't force you to watch, your brain forces you. Now pause here. This is not just about shows. This is about products you have used. An app that says profile 70% complete. A course platform showing you have completed 3 out of 10 modules. An investment app telling you your portfolio is not fully optimized. We feel slight discomfort and a small itch. That itch is the same open loop. Good UX doesn't close everything at once. It leaves intentional gaps because completion feels satisfying but incompletion keeps you moving. In products, this looks like progressive onboarding, step-by-step flows, stage feature access. The mistake many products make is giving everything upfront. Great UX understand this simple truth. People stay when something feels unfinished and leads to finished in the later part. Here is the another misconception. People think web series are engaging because they are intense all the time. That's totally wrong. If everything is intense, your brain gets exhausted. Great series don't maintain excitement. They pace emotion. High tension, then relief. Chaos and then calm. Victory, then a new threat. This emotional rhythm is carefully designed. Now translate this to UX. Not every interaction should be fast. Not every experience should be frictionless. Sometimes friction is intentional. A payment confirmation pass, a security warning, a moment of reflection before deletion. These passes create meaning. Bad UX removes all friction. Good UX controls friction, but great UX designs emotional rhythm. Ask yourself this. What do you really care about a web series? Is it the plot or is it the people? You want to know what happens to one particular character. You feel empathy. You feel the loyalty. Sometimes you see yourself in them. This is called parasocial relationship. Now look at products. People don't stay for features. They stay because the product becomes part of who they are. Spotify doesn't just play music. It tells you what kind of listener you are. GitHub doesn't just host code, it shows your contribution streak. Duolingo doesn't just teach language, it gives you leagues, levels, and identity. The UX lesson on this is very powerful. Turn users into the hero of their own story. You have to give them the history, progress, a sense of growth when users see themselves in the product. When they see themselves in the product, they stop comparing alternatives. Here is something subtle. When you binge watch, you feel like you are in control. You feel that you can stop anytime. But notice this, autoplay is always on. Credits are minimized. You are free, but the system gently nudges you move forward. This is called control freedom. In UX, this is gold. Users want control, but they don't want to decide everything. Good products suggest instead of asking, guide instead of forcing, default instead of overwhelming. The skill here is simply but rare. Decide for the user without making them feel forced. Most people misunderstand dopamine. Dopamine is not released when you get the reward. It is released when you anticipate reward. Web series never give full closure. They give partial answers, small wins, and new mysteries. That's why you keep watching. Not only you, I'm also. Now think about products again. The visual elements that are have seen in many products like progress bars, upcoming achievements, locked features previewed. When you see you are just 2 steps away, that anticipation is what keeps engagement alive. Instant reward kills curiosity. Delayed visible reward sustains it. Every web series feels different, yet every episode feels familiar. Same structure, rhythm, emotional beats. Your brain loves predictability. Your curiosity loves novelty. UX works the same way. Users hate relearning interfaces. That's why consistency matters. We must be consistent in same navigation pattern and interactions. But the content changes, the outcome changes, comfort comes from familiarity, engagement comes from novelty. Have you ever said, I didn't realize time passed? That is called flow. Web series remove interruptions. You don't see ads, no breaks or intervals at all. What we have is nothing but a seamless transitions. Product that retain users create the same flow. They always have very less context switching, fewer pop-ups, inline actions, undo instead of conform. Flow is not just speed, flow is momentum. Let us again pass here seriously. Engagement is not an addiction. Dog pattern exploit weakness, but good UX supports intention. Ask this every time. Does this help the user achieve their goal, or does it trap attention? So we have to design responsibly. Right now, I'm going to tell you the biggest takeaway. People don't engage with interfaces at all. They engage with journeys. Web series teaches how to open loops, pace emotion, build identity, guide choices, design anticipation, and create flow. When you design products like stories, users don't just use them. They return, they care, and they stay. So the next time you binge a series at 2 a.m., just observe, because the same psychology keeping you awake is the psychology that builds great UX, great products, and great businesses. Thank you.